I just got in the shop and I saw a puddle of water on the floor right here, and I was like, oh, what? Water? Seeing water in here. Like, where is this coming from? Water all down here, here. I'm like, oh no. Yeah. I gotta move all this. This is all water. And a bunch of it just got soaking wet with the rain we've been having. Going for since yesterday. Yeah. Fun times. The Xbox that we just did, the green Xbox, got wet. Nintendo Switches got wet. All of them, actually. The 64. Dang it. Most of this up and take pictures. But, yeah. We're going to have to move all this stuff up here. If this gets any worse, this whole area right here up top is screwed. Potentially some of this stuff might be getting wet. And it's inventory. Clean this area up. Oh, no. Oh, no. Ah. Ah. Yep. Box is soaked. This box is done. This box is done. This whole box is soaked. Son of a... That's what it's been doing. For how long, I don't even know. Oh, freaking Odyssey 2 boxes. Gone. Wii box is completely soaked. See it. Getting everything out that's damaged. Try to get it to dry off. But what else got damaged? I could see water damage here. That might just be a whole water damage on the bottom of this guy. What about this one? It's hard to record and move stuff at the same time. Checked the stuff down here if anything's wet. This giant puddle or any of this yet. Let's check down here. Let's see where the water went down. This whole section right here. So hopefully a little bit of wet. This Wii U is sitting right here. That's fine. Looks like it just went down and started puddling here. Looks like most of this stuff is good. Man, I should check to see if there's any more. Looks like right on the seam, it's leaking somewhere right in here and coming down. And that's the lowest point somewhere. It's coming down that hole, leaking all over. This is going to start bursting everything with the next 2 days of rain as well. So I'm going to try to cover it with bins, trying to catch as much of the water as I can so it doesn't do any more damage. The water is coming from right there, which I've seen. So I'm guessing, just in case. I hope that's good enough. Man, so this is pretty much everything that got wet. It's still wet. That sucks. That sucks. I know what, all of it sucks. And just to try to get it warm in here, so hopefully some of this stuff starts kind of drying up a bit, but it's all ruined. Now I gotta figure out insurance, and I gotta make a claim and start adding all this up. This is the stuff they don't tell you about when renting or owning your own storefront video game store. Had leaks before coming from here, all over this place, right here on this seam as well. So I just gotta pay really close attention to make sure there's no more leaks. Man, it's been every year. Every year we get a leak. Every year we have problems. It's almost inevitable. Most of the time we can catch it prior to any damages to anything, but this time we weren't so lucky. Call John in early, tell him to come in so I can deal with this and figure out what I need to do. Because again, there's always a first time for everything. I just kind of pictured most of this stuff right here, the damage it's caused. I need to send the email out about the leak and the damages and figure out who I need to call. Maintenance people are here, but I'm still evaluating all the damage that it caused. A lot of boxes, taking everything off, trying to dry it out as best as I can. Wait all the games that were on top, make sure nothing's watered, but yeah, just made a horrible noise. Because I think they're on the roof right here trying to do whatever. John coming a little in early if you can, because I have to go pick up Wyatt still. It's a half day, so hopefully I took enough pictures of everything that got damaged. Just trying to let it air out as much as we can. I mean, that's all the boxes are screwed. Everything pretty much is screwed. They're up here still doing something. I don't know what they're doing. John made it here. Maybe, yeah, I don't know. So I'm just taking pretty much that giant hole. And that whole line right there, yep. It came down here, went through here. I found the puddle and I was like, what? And then I followed the puddle up and then all that stuff.
It's almost a good thing you come in so early.
I mean, it's been raining all night. I just got back to the shop. We've had the heat going all night, so we've been trying to keep it warm in here so some of the boxes can dry out, and it feels like they have. It's pretty soaked, it's pretty dry, but it's still damaged. Yeah. N64 box, it feels dry, but again, it gets the waves and everything else. Pretty wet as well. Looks like it's dried up quite a bit. What about the money? If money's dry. Another day just to let everything dry up. Try to put it back together and at least stack it back here for the time being. Let's see if we have a puddle. I don't see a puddle. I don't see any moist, wet areas. But that is definitely still leaking. Oh, the roofers came by. It is still leaking. So just to inform everything, I'm gonna have to probably send another picture just to say, hey, the roofers did come by, I know that, but unfortunately it looks like it's still leaking. So just wanted to inform you. Property management, and I'm trying to figure out this insurance thing. So I've made insurance claims. I just never made a claim against another insurer for something like this. So I'm still trying to figure it out. It said get their insurance information, file a claim against them, a third-party insurer claim, and now they're saying, hey, file a claim through your insurance, and they will then contact our insurance and go from there. So I'm not exactly sure what I need to do. Get back on the old phone and figure it out. Do any of that. I got a few small projects I got to get done this morning. We just picked up a PS3 controller at Goodwill. It looks pretty clean. Hopefully it works, charges. I have an Atari Lynx that we just installed the charge port on. So I gotta put this thing back together. It's only a couple screws. I cleaned up the case as best as I can, but yeah. And then John actually grabbed a couple things. This intake case. How's this thing open? Hello? There's an arrow going this way, but wait, that's an arrow going. There it goes. Oh. So right now we passed that PSP battery needs to be replaced. We passed on this 1000 model for the shop. John ended up taking this with a case. It's when the shop doesn't really need items or it's not worth our time. Right now we have like 3 PSPs in stock, and they're the 3000 models, 3000, 3001s. They're a lot slimmer, and they're cooler, different colors. So I kind of wanted to hold off, not spend a couple bucks on that. But we did grab some other stuff, so that's John's. He picked that up. This is what we got. We got some Game Boy Advance games, some DS games, Click the Movie. Hey, a worm light. You guys remember these? Let's see, a pretty rough Game Boy Advance. This pink one's in good shape. Another DS Lite. We're getting the pink ones in right now. 1, 2. I think there's one in this box too. Down to 3. This got donated. So this is a bunch of empty boxes. Looks like an Xbox 360. Ugh. Yeah. The OG. Oh, this one's a little bit better model. This one does have the HDMI, so it's the revision of the big old fat white. Nice. How'd that happen? Come on. So, even though this box is for the E model, the Elite, Batman and Pure, bunch of cases, random manuals and stuff. Dragon Ball, Ultimate Tenkaichi. Too bad the game's not on it. All this morning before we open, and I have to go pick up Wyatt this morning, so fun stuff. An email just telling them that the leak is still going on, and of course the roofer guys are gonna come, and I'm dealing with the insurance right now. I'm making a claim. It's kind of like a rat race sometimes, where, you know, I'm just trying to be as organized and efficient and just make sure. It's still raining, guys. Like, it's probably not. Hold on. It was a customer. I've been answering calls, so I'm gonna, I guess, unlock the door. I don't. Why are you coming? It's raining. It's leaking. I mitigated the situation. Like what is the point? And now they're gonna be dealing with the fucking roof the whole time. I'm not even open. Sometimes people don't make sense. We're gonna continue doing this claim, and then we'll go from there. Back on the roof. We made it back. Wyatt's in the back watching TV, but they're back on the roof again. See if they can fix our leak. I can't do anything with this shelf, and I can't move any of this. Sorry, Link's power jack is now in. I don't have a power jack for this, so we'll just let the customer know that it's been replaced and ready to be picked up. The controller we picked up at Google is working perfectly fine. The sticks are good, so we didn't have to take it apart. So that's available right now, MaxLevelGameRepairs.com. Boxes are at least dry enough for me to start kind of putting it back together. I mean, some of them are pretty bad and torn. But we'll go ahead and start putting this stuff back into the boxes at least, and then trying to leave them out a little bit more to dry. If some of them are still wet, we'll leave them out. Try to clean this area up a little bit. Yeah, I traded in ice hockey. Semi-sealed. So I'm just gonna open this. The seal's pretty bad on it. It's pretty damaged in the corner. Yeah. I wish it was better. It'd be cool. You want to hold the phone?
Yeah.
Here. See if it's still manuals in here. It looks like it's been water damaged a bit. Everything else in here. Oh no, man, that's stuck. Yeah, it's been through some rain. Huh. Wonder if it was resealed. Because usually these have styrofoam on the bottom, but that manual's damn good. Cool. It's not even worth the $10 I paid for. Yeah, it's not even worth the $10 I paid for, pretty much. That sucks. Yeah, that looks like that's not even a legit seal.
He must have found it in the.
Yeah, this is not a legit seal, anyways. So whatever. We got a almost complete inbox. Ice hockey. The guys are gone. They told me they sealed it, they fixed it, they got it going. They poked a hole in the hole, make sure it stopped leaking. It wasn't just no. But that looks like it's constantly, continuously leaking steel. I don't know about you guys, but yeah. Oh, they poked a hole in the top to drain it because it was a giant bubble. I mean, it's still leaking. What am I wouldn't put anything up here right now. This whole seam is leaking right here. So, this has happened before, where they say they fixed it, and it doesn't get fixed, and I have to take another picture, show that it's still not fixed, it's still leaking, even after their repairs. So honestly, they have no clue what the leak's coming from. They don't know where it's coming from. They have no idea. They think they fix it. Happened multiple times with this. They said they fixed it, still didn't. So essentially, I'm gonna take another video and pictures of it still leaking even after the repairs. They're gonna have to come back out here and figure out what it is. That's what they're gonna have to do. So, because if the rain stops and then the leak stops and I put stuff back on it, then all of a sudden the leak starts again when it starts to rain again. I'm not taking the risk. That's how it is. These guys have no clue what's wrong. They have no clue what's going on. They cannot find what the problem is. So we're just gonna continue to document, and document. That's it. The roofer guys gave me their business card and told me to contact them directly if they have any issues. The problem is I can't do that. So the fact is I'm liable for any claims or anything with whoever's liable for the roof, and the property management is liable for the roof. So they are liable. I document, send them emails, and make sure we are on the up and up and all that information. I cannot jump the middlemen. They are the point of contact for this. So, you know, I want to be friends with the roofers, but I just know how procedures work, and sometimes you can't cut corners on this stuff. You need to make sure you're doing your due diligence, documenting everything, making sure that whoever needs to take care of it is taking care of it. I bill the insurance for all the damage it's done for the water. It's not the roofing guys that are going to be doing the claim. It's going to be against the property management. Okay, we have officially put in a claim with our insurance. We'll go from there. They'll contact me. If they need any more documents, information, I will give it to them. So we're just playing the waiting game. And it's Thanksgiving break, so I don't assume too much is going to happen very quickly. So probably after the break, which is our busiest time of year, is December. So we're just going to continue chugging along. This is somewhat dry. I still have quite a few of these boxes that aren't dry enough to put stuff at least back in them for the time being, just to get them out of our way so we can continue to work. So hopefully we'll continue just letting the heat dry out these boxes as best they can overnight again and go from there. Because a lot of this stuff was stuff that just Really good stuff, man.